Hey guys, Palsteron here, and today let's talk about my day 4 update for the Mortar Cannon Tactician. So after yesterday where we had the helmet set up, the weapon swap stuff, and basically doubled my damage from the day before, we have now almost tripled our damage. Now people have been bullying me about my day 1 weapon. In case you didn't know, that was literally a weapon I bought on day 1 for a few exalts. Ever since, I know you guys already have upgraded, I did it right now, but I did it in style. I actually waited and upgraded from 0 to full. In my last video, I already explained how you can search for a weapon, and I would highly recommend that if you're looking for a mid-tier weapon, that is how you do it. A weapon that is also better than the one I had in the, I don't know, 50 Exalt to 2 Divine range. But if you want to make a really good one, then I would probably craft it myself, unless the market is saturated with other people who crafted and what a profit crafted that it falls off. So to show you, this is the weapon I crafted, and it started off as a magic base, and other than the attack speed in the suffix, the leech is a brick, but other than the attack speed in the suffix, everything here is pretty much deterministic. So everything here is a thing you can do if you invest enough currency. It's not cheap, but it's also not, oh, I just invested 10 divines and all my money is gone because I got unlucky on a 50-50. Now, prices change all the time, so what I show you might not be the most efficient whenever you're watching this, but that's up to your own judgment. This is just how I did it. One thing I will say is that I apparently did wrong is I didn't buy a Preserve Jawbone, which is like 2 exalts. I actually thought I needed a Ancient Jawbone, which is a lot more expensive, but this is only if you're going for triple physical in the prefix. I went for the +1 ballista, so that one is technically achievable with the mid one. Now you can hit both +1 maximum number of summoned ballista totems or percentage grenade damage. Ballista totems is better overall because it frees up your amulet slot. Even if you think that 4 totems is too much because if they died you have to replace them, it's just not really worth it, right? It's technically 33% more damage. But even if you only want to go for 3 totems, it opens up your amulet. And the amulet slot in endgame is absolutely insane, right? You can get +3 proj, and that's just 1 mod, and that almost already makes up for that. You can get defensive stats, you can get spirit and whatnot, so that's probably the biggest deal. The attack speed in the suffix, obviously very nice, but that one is RNG. All right, we need to craft a weapon. I think I know how to craft. Acquire percentage fizz on Crossbow. 2, essence, flat fizz. 3, prefix omen plus jawbone. Here I need battle, right? Battle essence. And how do I make it so the it always removes a suffix? Crystallization. At this point I have 3 prefixes, 1 suffix, and now I do perfect exalt plus double. Right? Voila. We donezo. 6 mod item. The only randomness is the 2 perfect suffixes. +1 totem seems easier to hit than... And also, I think +1 totem is just better. We already have a lot of increased damage. Also, +1 totem means we could probably replace this in endgame. Go for +2 proj Emmy. Yes. Yes. No, 100%. Let's see. Omen of the Sovereign. Guarantee a random Ulaman modifier. Okay, let's do this. I'm constantly thinking, am I bricking my item right now? All right, so this one's free. That's a decent roll. Okay, I'll probably won't have to divine this then. Activate before jawbone. Okay. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Oh! Why perfect jawbone? Did I not have to do perfect? People told me wrong. Did I just waste all my money? You didn't need ancient. So next up, dextral crystallization. For people asking, why didn't I do perfect exalt first? It's because I want to remove the dex and then have the chance again. If I hit attack speed, then I would have a chance to remove the attack speed again. So I think it still makes sense. But yeah, it might be another 90x wasted. I don't know. Omen of dextral crystallization. So now it's going to remove the dex and add the +6. Let's just check. This is the suffix one. Yep. Dude, I love this shit. Now, all I have to do is hit tier 1 crit, tier 1 attack speed. Do I need the omen? It double dips with the perfect exalt. You get 2 tier 1 mods, as far as I understand. It's not even a dead mod. I don't have any leech. I mean, it's not crit, right? But I'm also not going crit right now. So it's like, it's not a dead mod actually. How much upgrade this actually is with the +1 totem. I mean, we just have to compare crossbow shots, right? It's basically the same. 23k. And that's without the +1. 121% more damage. And then also the +1 totem, we just almost tripled our damage. As for other changes, I got a few more levels and put them into points. So I now filled out this whole wheel with the increased evasion rating down there. And I got this jewel right here, which makes it so effects of passives and small passives in radius give 21% increased effect. And since these surrounded nodes are very strong, this is quite nice. Now, this one is not really game changer unless you also have another mod on top, so don't really stress about it. A good 3-4 mod jewel can actually beat this, or about beat it. If you're armor and you're going over to tempered defense, this jewel is extremely, extremely valuable though. But like this, it is, if you can get one for cheap, then I would definitely do so. I think you need the medium radius because otherwise it doesn't touch here, but don't quote me on that. The other thing is, I think, yeah, I just took the jewel, and that is basically it. One more thing I want to say that somebody on stream pointed out to me is you want to have last stand in the main passive tree, because I think the surrounded nodes actually don't work if they're weapon swap, but I haven't tested this 100%, but it doesn't cost you anything, right? Just allocate these two on your normal passive tree and then allocate Overwhelm, which definitely snapshots. This is, I think, weapon set 2. Yeah, weapon set 2. Now, another question might be, how did I make the currency to actually farm up the weapon? And I'm already kind of saving up for the next one. First, I just got more efficient. The character is more powerful, so I'm obviously in higher waystone tiers, but also rarity. I tried to incorporate rarity everywhere. I got 47% rarity on my first ring. I have 22% rarity here, and even my boots now have 22% rarity. Plus, I am working currently on a ring that I made, which has double rarity, and then also I got the Chaos Res from the Essence. So I will be trying to get around about 120 rarity in total, and you will feel the difference, like, big time. But yeah, as for the boots, I got a little bit of extra deflection on there. The rarity was important to me. And then in endgame, I would probably want a little bit more evasion. Right now, it's a little bit scuffed, but I'm still sitting at around about 64% evasion on my main hand. The gloves, I'm not really sure what to do at this point because I will probably upgrade to Rakyadas at some point if I have the money. That's the support that inverts elemental resistances. So all this penetration will go out of the window and we'll kind of have to reconsider what we're doing. But I mean, that costs like 10 plus divines. So it's still a little bit far away from here. Otherwise, yeah, just decent boots. Gloves we'll have to reconsider. I might go back to fire depending on if I can get my hands on that one support that costs like 15 divines that inverts enemy resistances. I'm currently saving up for it, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll get it tomorrow and I can update you guys about that. One thing I want to note that is quite important is people have been talking about Flesh Pierce here, which is the mosquito that you can catch in Act 4. I will not explain it right here because it was already said that apparently GGG is nerfing it, and I don't think catching it is going to avert the nerfs. If you catch one before, I'm pretty sure it will not work after the nerfs. But just so you know, it currently gives like 25% movement and attack speed. So that's why I'm using it only on one hand, because you might notice that Mirage Archer is obviously only up on one spirit setup, so you could technically put the companion on the other, but yeah, they already addressed that in their what we're working on post, so that will be nerfed, and I will look for an alternative until next time. At the end here, I've had some pretty bad experience with some of the flooded abyssal maps that are just really hard to process for my PC. I've actually, I don't know, crashed yesterday 2 times, and I'm a little bit worried about that going forward because we're just going to juice more and more. So I'll just say I don't know how to address that personally. I find it very obnoxious that GGG, like this is not even like some exploit or something. This is literally just a skill that throws grenades, right? I'm using it with its intended purpose, and it's already like unplayable. People have been talking about disconnect. But it's not just this build, trust me. I've looked around in the community and people are just crashing left and right. Some people saying that their whole computer freezes up. So I don't really know what's going on with Path of Exile 2 right now, but I just wanted to say this so you know you're not alone. I have a pretty good PC and it still happens. With that said though, hope you guys are enjoying the video. Hope you guys get your hands on a good weapon. Crafting in this game is actually quite fun this patch. It's very deterministic, but still quite big brain, or at least for me right now, because I'm not used to the new Abyssal stuff. But I think there's going to be some absolute ridiculous items coming out this patch, and people are going to be completely stacked with full tier 1s. But yeah, I hope you guys are still enjoying everything, and there's a lot of viable mercenary builds out there if you don't. So yeah, next update tomorrow, since I still have a slogan. See you next time.